to Speed Runs Live. Here we have Weekly Multitroid Races Week 8. I am your host, The Real Gerbo, and I am just waiting for confirmation that I am streaming to the channel right. It turns out I may not be streaming to the channel right. Oh, yes I am. We are streaming to the channel correctly. Not quite sure the video. Like we're using 1280 by 720 output. Yes, we are. So yes, this is a race between darkjason89, SirCabby, Shadow42085, and Kuru9798. I'm just finishing up one more thing here before the race. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. And the gates have been lifted. So we will be starting here on Zebby's like we always do. And unfortunately, the timer has decided it wants to crop into the game. I will fix that now. There we go. We do see the runners making some very typical starting out movement here in the seed. This is a SMRAT logic mixed with boss randomization for the seed specifically. So we'll have to see how it goes. Looks like some super missiles there, and Dark Jason's stream has gone quiet. Uh-oh. Looks like we have lost Jason's stream. Hmm. Jason has left the SRL room and has lost the stream. A little concerned here. I will be right back. It looks like we are going to be swapping restreams on the fly here, as Jason's stream has gone down. So, we are going to be swapping gameplay live. Oh dear. This is not an occasion that has happened to us before. So we get some on-the-fly cropping from me. Oh joy.
There was nothing in background gauntlet, right?
Let's mute this audio. There we go. Video, zoom, one. Obscure. Right. Here we go with cropping live. My new favorite segment on Speedruns Live. So we do have quite a few interesting items here to start out the race, as always. I wish I could see all of the interesting items that we have on the race here. But unfortunately, we did lose a stream. so we're going to have to recrop it this time. And it's going to be very fun. See, accidents happen. This is why I am prepared for every occasion. Except for this one. Every occasion except for this one. Oh dear. Team 1 name. This is unfortunate. There we go. Just one more stream to recrop. This is unfortunate. I had just cropped all of this too, which makes it just much better for me. But alas, we have to continue the race here. I haven't been able to commentate much about what's going on, unfortunately. And perfection. We are recropped. And everything is good now. Well, there's one more thing I have to switch. I am so sorry to everyone watching here. I was not expecting to have to change restreams this quickly. Nevertheless, we are going to make it work here. There we go. And we're good. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna... We are... Give me 1 second for that. I have to figure out whose audio to use. And we have game audio coming straight from ObscureLifeForm. Thank you to Obscure for that. So we have trade down for both teams here. This is a boss rando. So we were not able to clear out wreck ship here, unfortunately. However, we are going to see the boss that is at Kraid. So with Shadow and Kuru doing a few checks here. And that's speed booster here at Mama Turtle. Very interesting item to have in Sprint launches. We're just gonna probably go on a full clear birdie at this point. For Shadow and Kuru. Nobly and Obscure are probably gonna go on the same route once we get to those locations for them. Looks like Obscure is going to be the one that's gonna fight the boss here at Kraid, which we now know is Dragon. Still no Various suit for our runners. So I'm gonna guess we are going to see Various suit somewhere in either wreck ship or somewhere in Meridia. Most likely after Dragon. I can't really think of anywhere else it could be. So let's see it's here at the beach for Kuru and see if Various suit is indeed here. And it is not, but we get rewarded some super missiles. Dragon down for Shadow. All of our runners doing a great job here 16 minutes into the race. Sadly, no Various suit for our runners. Anywhere readily available in Meridia. However, Dragon is down for ObscureLifeForm. And hey, if you're just stopping by, this is Weekly Multitroid Races on Speedruns Live. Every week on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have a lovely Multitroid race here, and if you're wondering what Multitroid is, Multitroid is a co-op Super Metroid experience. It allows the two players or more to play on the same team and just really make the game a lot faster. It can work cooperatively to cover more of the game area quicker, which is why you see, for example, on Kuru's screen, he is inside of Meridia, and Shadow is inside of Norfair. Again, just to make these checks a lot faster, and then we decided, hey, let's race this. So we have 2v2, and still no various suit for our runners. Interesting that we see Obscure going into Meridia and not Nobly. Nobly probably will head down into Norfair then. So, there are two bosses left here in the game. Logically, I would assume this boss has to be Phantoon for Kuru, but it could very well still be Ridley, which would be very, very bad for our runners at this point, considering we do not have a various suit. Both runners did save just now. We have a very special race rule of no save filming, or if one player resets, the least player who saved least recently has to load in. And we're going to see it is not Ridley. It is Phantoon, which tells me that we could be seeing a... Oh yeah, that is a vanilla Ridley. So Varia is in wreck ship at this point. Very interesting to see. If you'd like to see more content of Multitroid, or just want to ask a question, or even get involved with our community, please do !Multitroid and join our Discord. We'll answer any questions, or if you want to play, we got you. We have practice races throughout the week. And yeah, we have a nice community, a lot of runners that like to play. You will see around usually the same runners each week on stream, but we do get a few in every once in a while. Sorry. But yes, we're going to be heading into Meridia for ObscureLifeForm here. And nobly. And Kuru is on his way out of Meridia, while Shadow is trying to make his way up Red Tower. Presumably to go check wreck ship, now that Phantoon is dead. Be sure to follow all of our runners, and give me a follow as well. If my Twitch link was there, which it is not. Kuru is checking the sand pits. I agree with this check. Could be a various suit here. Could be one of the other beams. Charge beam would be really nice to have right now. Or ice. Ice works too. Looks like we are choosing to reset here. Interesting that we will be seeing a suitless Lower Norfair coming from Nobly. They don't have enough energy to complete this gamble, however, but they do have enough ammo to Crystal Flash. At least once. Has to be very, very careful in here. Any mistakes at all, and it is the end of the run here. For these runners. Still not finding various suit in Meridia. I am starting to think it's going to be found at the Plasma Beam location. This is very smart. Obscure waiting by the energy refill while Nobly tries to do lava dive here. Misses, and that's a lot of damage. No reference to any sort of solution that fixes things. But we will be seeing a lot of damage be taken if we get hit by those flames. And it looks like nobody gets it second try. Interestingly enough, we created that saving rule so runners would not save scum. Yet, they seem to have found a way around it. I am never surprised about the ways that runners do things anymore. It will look like we are going to get various suit in wrecked ship, however. It is just a matter of time and checks for Shadow. Meanwhile, the Phantoon fight is going on for ObscureLifeForm at this time. Nobly being very, very cautious and waiting at the save station here. Probably will opt to go to Lower Norfair instead of heading back up to wrecked ship, and probably will let Obscure handle wrecked ship and grabbing the various suit. Nobly's probably hoping Obscure will find it rather soon, rather than later. As they only have enough ammo to do one Crystal Flash. So let's see how this goes for our runners. Still no various suit on the right side of the screen, which these runners are really starting to look for. Preferring Varia over any other check at this point. Looks like we are doing a little bit of refilling here. So Nobly's able to do Ridley. Not the most effective way to handle the seed, but still rather effective. And still no various suit in Rex ship. I'm a little concerned as to where this is. It could be at the vanilla gravity suit location. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. These wall jumps up the left side of worst room game are not easy wall jumps. Props to Nobly for pulling those off. Looks like Kuru is going to start heading towards Lower Norfair. Ooh, just some missiles in the sky. So, at this point, I would say Nobly and Obscure are ahead just because of how far into Lower Norfair they are. But the lead for this race can change very, very quickly. With the finding a various suit for our right side runners, I believe this race will get very, very close very quickly. At this point, it's just a matter of time of who can get out of Norfair faster and who can get to Turian faster. Interesting that Nobly is checking this. Various suit cannot be here. However, an E-Tank can. You will have to be very, very careful in this next room, looking for, obviously, our items to progress. You will take a lot of damage very quickly without both suits in this room. Looks like we make it through just fine, and just bombs. I'm thinking it's going to be at Rex Ship Reserve at this point, or a vanilla gravity suit location, as Nobly is getting ready to go and fight Ridley. And looking more and more like vanilla location. Looks like we will be setting up for a Crystal Flash here for Shadow and Kuru. While Nobly and Obscure is still sticking with the energy refill strategy here as we fire everything into Ridley. This seed is interesting. I am really starting to wonder if it's broken, because we are still missing a suit. Hello, Gray Fox. Thanks for doing an ! Multitroid. Is the seed broken? That is yet to be confirmed. This Ridley fight is getting a little long here for Nobly and Obscure, but it looks like it's over. No. Ridley's still not being very nice. And the fight's looking like it's over. No? A few more missiles. And Ridley is dead. And that is all 4 bosses down for our left side runners. I wonder if Varia is at Climb Supers. Okay, so Obscure is choosing to leave the energy refill probably to head towards Turian. So I know they'll have to be extra careful to not take too much damage. So will Obscure, because we still need a way to get out of Lower Norfair rather quickly. Taking a lot of damage here. We may be opting to farm here in just a moment for... yeah, I was gonna guess this farm was coming. Ooh. Shadow and Kuru not having very much luck here checking Climb Supers. In fact, taking more damage. Looks like we're going to be charging up for lowering our health just low enough for a Crystal Flash. Oh, just missing it by a second or two. Looks like we're just going to go ahead and check the item. If it is very, I imagine we'll see them regretting to not... Ooh, Variat Shack Tool. Variat Shack Tool. Please be Variat Shack Tool. That would make my day. Variant Shackle would be very, very interesting for our runners here. By very interesting, I mean very, very not fun to deal with on a daily basis. We gotta be a little careful here. That Key Hunter will deal a lot of damage. We should pause here. We definitely should pause here. Ooh, all these enemies will deal a lot of damage. And we're good. Nice Crystal Flash. Our runners are safe and healthy. And we'll be continuing on to G4 and Mother Brain. Overall, this seed has been very, very weird. Oh, barrier could be at Waterway still. That is a good idea. Checking Waterway. I like this play. However, we do need a little bit more energy for Shadow to be able to check Waterway. By a little bit, I mean a lot. This is a make it or break it check at this point. We do have enough energy for enough ammo for a Crystal Flash at this point. But it will use up a lot of ammo, and that is Space Jump. Which means we will be seeing a Varia at Shack Tool. Not what our runners wanted during the seed. Cannot Crystal Flash with 70 health, as Shadow has just learned. You can, however, Crystal Flash with 4 to 6. Variet Shack Tool. Oh, this seed is gross. So, logic for this seed was get ice, do climb supers to get grapple, then go to Shack Tool. That is some very gross logic. It is unacceptable and should never be present in a race ever. At this point, it is a race between who is faster at Turian, as ObscureLifeForm and Shadow, the runners in Turian this seed. We will see if Shadow can make up any time here. Looks like we are finishing up the last Metroid room for ObscureLifeForm as Kuru makes his way out of Lower Norfer. Shadow refilling up the ship to give Kuru a little bit more health here. And nobly going to the ship to give a refill after the baby Metroid has done the big suck. We do have Speed Booster and High Jump, however, the loss of Wave Beam has made this probably not practical to try to do. Yes, as I thought, not practical. We'll be opting for the baby Skip and a refill at the ship to get all the health back. And ammo. As we are moving on to get to our final destination in the seed for ObscureLifeForm, Mother Brain. And, well, I guess the final destination is the ship, but the final boss destination is Mother Brain. Looks like our Mother Brain fight is going as expected with this amount of ammo. We will be refilling our ammo for Nobly and ObscureLifeForm, probably once Obscure hits Mother Brain 2. Yes, that is starting to look like an ammo refill. Yep. We're going to shoot a lot of missiles into Mother Brain 2's head, killing Mother Brain, and finishing the seed for our left side runners. Shadow, making up a lot of time, is already getting through the second Metroid room. Mother Brain is almost dead for Obscure. I think that marks the fun missiles. Ooh, looks like we will be seeing a... Uh-oh. Okay, we had enough health for it. We won't be seeing a stand-up. No charge beam means no stand-up. However, we did get a very quick Mother Brain. Not having Various Suit really takes off the damage needed to die from... Well, get under an E-tank from Mother Brain. I'm not sure if we've checked X-Ray yet, so this check from X-Ray could be Various Suit. And it is super missiles, even furthering my suspicion that Varia is at Shadow. Oh. Kuru and Shadow taking a death. Unfortunately, I don't know where their last save was. Ooh. Looks like their last save was in Norfair, so they will have to make up a little bit of time here. This looks like it was after Ridley, however, so all Kuru has to do is backtrack a couple of rooms. Shadow will have to head back into Turian and make his way through all the Metroid rooms once again. Mother Brain 3 for Nobly and ObscureLifeForm here making quick work, taking the rather defensive position of the corner. And Mother Brain 3 is down. And player 1 of Team 1, Nobly, has finished with first place time of 45:16. We'll see player 2 finish here in just under 2 minutes. I will see if the runners would like to have interviews real quick. Looks like we will be... not sure yet. I do really wish to see where this Various Suit was, though. Let's see how the rest of the race goes here. And Team Lovebirds has finished with a first place time of 46:40. GG's to them. Power of Love, says Nobly, and I ask for interviews. Interview. We will be reading through these credits here to see where Various Suit was, because I am very much questioning this seed. Oof. Those hoppers will do a lot of damage. We'll pull them in for an interview after we see where Varia was. Let's see. Various suit was at Shack Tool Spring Ball. Oh, does that make it a great seed? Hello, welcome to our first place runners, Nobly and Obscure. How you guys enjoy that seed?
We enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
We have to see where the grapple beam is, though.
Yes, Grapple was at Climb Supers. And Various
Oh,
Suit
in Proteria.
was at Shack Tool.
Yeah, I saw that in credits.
I loved that Various Suit location. Fun fact, none of the on-screen runners picked up Various Suit. No one
It's kind
was
of
going
irrelevant.
back for that suit.
But how did you know where it was then?
I read your credits.
Oh, okay. You read my credits. Alright.
I'm pulling up SirCabby's screen here because I really want to know how he's doing. Cabby is heading to Shack Tool.
Oh,
Cabby is not heading to Shack Tool. Cabby realized he did not have ice or grapple.
Oh, that's a bad boy.
But yes, so yeah, tell me about your experience with the seed.
We had very easy time in the scene, I feel.
yeah, it felt good running this one. It felt good with the routing, felt good with the execution.
Oh,
And it was my first boss rounder as well, so I'm quite happy with that.
yeah. With the seed, how the seed was going, Ridley was not going to be moved from his position. Varia would have had to be somewhere else for Ridley to be randomized.
I mean, we had no idea. So.
Yeah, you guys did really good. Again, coming out with the first place, that is very good.
Yeah, I mean, with that early gravity suit and high jump boots, it was very easy to like, okay, I'll just go to wrecked ship, and we'll like set up saves points before we go into the boss rooms.
Yes.
So
I noticed that a lot of our runners, the reason we put in that saves rule is so runners would not save scum. And
yeah.
We saw Kuru pull off a save scum today.
Ooh,
Yeah,
naughty.
I know, right? We're going to talk about that one. But I think the race went really well for everyone. Cabby ended up losing his partner.
Oh,
Oh,
And
was
that's
wondering what
why
happened.
you guys were switched to restream.
what happened?
Jason had I don't know what happened to Jason. Jason's stream went down and was no longer in the SRL room.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate for SirCabby, who has to finish the race. Well, I don't know if SirCabby's still solo at this moment.
I mean, he's back in the SRL room, Jason.
Yeah. I
mean, the
yeah.
initial thought was very fun because after like the main start where Obscure went to Brain, I went to Upwards. We had Gravity already, so I was like, okay, I can check shock wrecked ship But then he was too far away from stuff to save before going into wrecked ship. So I pulled down to Red Tower to check that first.
Oh,
Because
huh.
if Fantoon actually was in wrecked ship, I could have done Forgotten Highway down to Meridia,
Yeah, of course.
and Red Tower would be checked and stuff like that. And if that was Varia, he could have started immediately North Aaron. So that was our initial plan, and then it was Kraid, and we were in good safe positions.
I
And
agree
then
with that.
he found Dragon, so I went back to the ship and refilled and said, "Okay, you start with Merida because there's no point for him to go down to these 3 checks in Norfair for looking for this Norfair suit when I'm heading down afterwards."
And Kuro's finished with a time of 53:27. Shadow nearing the uh, climb Shine Spark. I've bonked many a head on these platforms instead of getting the Shine Spark. Again, yeah, it was a pretty good race. No runner has saved the animals, sadly. Cabby and Shadow still working their way through the seed.
Oh yeah. So we had when I came down to those 3 checks in Norfair, we were like, "Okay, how do you feel about me just the hell diving?" And Oscar's like, "Oh wait, I get far." And I was like, "Yeah, just do Botsoon, and you can go to
Yeah.
that energy refill above Dragon, and just sit there till I'm at a good spot." And then I was like, if actually Fantoon is up there, this save room down in before the elevator downstairs doesn't take burn damage. So if I just stand there and save, he can check if that is Fantoon. He can kill that and potentially slowly, while I do hell dives, make his way towards the ship.
Yes, that is correct. And we are
Which
going to be joined by Shadow and Kuru at this time. GG, Shadow and Kuru. How'd you guys like the seed?
Oh, GG.
yeah,
GG.
GG man.
I would have to say this seed was weird to say the least. Well, besides the boss round, though, the boss round part of it wasn't too bad.
Yes, this was a very interesting seed with Grapple being at Climb Supers, Ice being in, I believe, the left sandpit,
Yeah.
and Varia being at Shack Tool.
Wow.
That's my fault.
So yes, Varia was at Spring Ball, making this seed a very, very interesting seed to watch.
Yeah, I reset after doing left sandpit,
Yes.
and immediately after I reset, I'm like, that was a mistake. I should have ice clipped the Shack Tool.
Yeah.
Just Shadow was still at landing site, so I wanted to do it when he was in a good spot.
While you guys were dealing with that, Obscure and Nobly were already beginning their Norfair adventure with Obscure just sitting at an energy refill above Dragon.
Yeah, that's another option.
Yes. So you guys had the same route, just different. By a little bit. I mean, you guys did a lot of the same early game checks, same boss order even. You guys,
Yeah, it made sense.
the only really difference is Nobly and Obscure did not spend as much time looking for various suit. They just
Yeah,
said,
we full killed Rex Ship and
yeah, they said
everything
yellow.
else.
Yeah. But still, very at Shadow. That's gross.
Sorry. I forgot to mute the restream when I cleared my throat. Oops. I am sorry, restream. But anyways, how'd you guys
I mean-
feel about the seed crew and Shadow?
I mean, other than like me saying like I said earlier, I should have taken the ice beam and continued on the Shack Tool. Maybe not even reset at all because Shadow was still checking stuff, and ice beam would have been okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was okay.
Yeah, Yeah, that ice beam would have made Turian a little bit better for me. Because the Powerball strat, ugh, I just hate doing that strat.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it. I just hate it.
We are seeing,
mean,
by the way, Cabby and Jason. Jason found his way back into the race room. Cabby and Jason are still looking for Varia.
I mean, the only checks Obscure actually got to do in Marida was Mama Turtle before I said, okay, let's hell dive.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's speed booster. And I was like, okay, I'm hell diving then.
Yeah, the logical path to left sand pit to Mama Turtle for speed to go get grapple,
Wait, what?
and then to come back
Left
for
Sandpit to go Mama Turtle?
Shack Tool is silly.
Oh, yeah. Check that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's...
Yeah, because I would have went Shaft Supers to Waterway for Space Jump, and that would have given Kuru easy access to Shack Tool instead of having to pull your clip.
Puyo
Yeah.
Clip's much easier than a lot of other stuff. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab dinner. Thanks for
Yeah.
the restream.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
Good dinner.
Have a
Yep.
great night, guys.
Right, GG.
Good job on the
GG,
race.
man.
Yeah.
GG.
And we'll see
GG.
you guys Sunday.
See ya. All right, so nobly obscure. If you guys don't have any more, and Shadow, if you don't have any more, you guys are free to go. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you guys follow the runners. And yeah, doing an exclamation point R to list all the runners today. I'll be switching restream over to darkjason89.
And with that, we'll see you guys next mission.
See you guys.
Bye.
We'll be switching over to Dark Jason and Cabby at this time. Just pardon my dust as I switch restreams. Do do do. 69603 So yes, we are switching restream over at this time. To Dark Jason89 and SirCabby. Oh. Looks like Cabby's stream has died. Well, I think with that, we're gonna go to our schedule. Again, exclamation point R to follow the runners. Make sure you join our Discord if you want to know more. We have practice races all the time. If you have questions or we want to join the next race, feel free to do so. Here's our schedule. We are on Speedruns Live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern and Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And with that, we are going to find our raid target. And we will see you guys next mission. We're going to go to June. Everyone, take it away. Give me a nice raid. Give me a good raid. Say hello. Say SRL raid. And we will see you guys next mission.